Hello, Kay Harleston here from IndigoBlu, here to show you how to do a map fold and how to actually make this lovely little project. So you need a piece of the lovely patterned paper from your kit, and I have actually cut it into an 8-inch square, and you have a spare piece of paper here. So you're going to need a bone folder. So the first thing we're going to do is fold it over from corner to corner. So this is going to be my inside. Okay, so we're going to go point to point, and you want to use a bone folder, or you could use a ruler as well. And then we're going to fold it over again to this point, and just make sure that you get a nice even shape to that. Okay, so then we are going to open this out, and inside here you can just get your hand in here, and I want you to just open your hand out until it splays out like that, and just put your finger on this corner here just to make sure that it doesn't crease up. And then I want you to just fold that down to this point like that. Okay, I'm just going to do that again. So we folded it in and we've just unfolded it, and then I'm just going to put my hand in the top of this, and I'm just going to push my fingers out like this, and it pushes those edges out, and I'm just going to put my finger there in the corner that I get a nice sharp corner there. So I'm going to put my finger on there, and then this edge here is going to go to this edge there, like that. And when it's touching, then you can press these two edges down so that it looks like this. We're then going to turn that over, and we're going to do the same on this side. So I'm going to put my hand in here and just put my finger on this bit here, and I'm going to bring this point to here so that we've got the same on this side. There we go. So you can see what it looks like on the inside there, and I'll just do that again for you. So I'm going to put my hand in this, and this corner is going to go over there. What happens is this edge splays out, put the corners together, and you can see now that this is what it looks like. I always think of it like an ice cream cone, like that. So you want it so that this bit is facing away from you. So these edges here, these corners here, are going to fold into the centre. And if you can't see that line there, just put your ruler or your bone folder along the middle line there. And then this just folds in so that that corner just touches that middle bit. So I want you to get to that stage. I don't want you to fold it all the way up like that. I want you to just fold that point into the centre so you get a triangle here. Okay, and then we're going to do that to the other side, and that's easy because then you just put those points together like that. Okay, so we've got two flaps there, and just now that noise in the background, I knew he'd make a noise. Alfie's just walked in and he's got Duke all excited. Of course he has, because I'm filming, so he's okay, so we've got that point going in. Now we're going to do that to the other side, like that. Okay, so now we've got that sort of lozenge look. Now obviously you can stop this video, you can keep going back and re-watching it and until you get this right. And I've also got a little handout as well. Now before we go any further, you can see that we've got the open edge here, and we've got these flaps on both sides. So now what I want to do is I want to turn these so that they go on the inside. So the way I do it is I turn this to the side, I flip this up, and I'm just going to put my finger in there like that. I'm just going to press that down so that it goes inside, it folds inside rather than outside, like that. And then I'm going to do that to the other side. Put my finger in and then just press that inside. Okay, and then we're going to flip that over and do that to the other side. So all 4 of those triangles then go to the inside. And as I say, you can just pause this for a minute to get your bearings with it. And then all of those are now inside. And that will create your mat fold. Now if it sort of won't do as it's told like that, all you need to do is just go over all of your creases again, because that's what makes it bounce back. So just go all the way around all of these like that, and then that's going to open and close beautifully for you. Okay, so now we need a cover for this. So I want it to be, you'd think that it would fit on here, but it's not going to, because we went corner to corner with this, so obviously that's going to be longer. So we need another piece of A4, and it will fit perfectly down one edge. And if you want to go just the width of your mat fold, that's 3 inches, but I think it would look better if we actually mounted it, when we mount it onto a card, that it's actually going to be wider. So I'm going to get another piece of paper here, and I'm just going to cut that. Well, I'll tell you how big I'm going to cut it in a minute. So this is going to be 3 inches wide, so I think I'm probably going to go up to 5, which would be quite nice. 5 inches, the whole length of the paper. So when it opens, I want the inside to be, do I want it to be blue or do I want it to be gold? I think I want it to be blue, like so. So the way to mount it, let's get rid of this. The way to mount it is just fold this lengthways. Like so. That's it. Keep this all nice and folded, and you just need some grab and go. So this is a nice strong glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit down the centre because we don't want it squishing out. And then we're going to get the closed edge right on the fold there. So just make sure it's nicely tightly in, and the open edge on the open edge of there. So let's just make sure that that's nicely stuck down. Yes, it is. That's good. And then let's just put a little bit more glue in there, and all I have to do is just, there we go, is just close that and just let that set for a few seconds. Meanwhile, I'll just put my lid on there, and then we have, hey, that's nice, isn't it? So that's going to make a great card. So either you can leave it with the pattern paper like that, or you can actually mount that onto card, whichever way you want to go with that. There we go. That's how you make a mat fold.